Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today we're bringing you 10 animals that took revenge on humans, from vengeful tigers to herds of elephants and more. Let's get started. 10. Tiger waits 2 days to take revenge. It's the year 1997 and winter is at its peak. In the snow-covered wilderness of the far east of Russia, humans and tigers have coexisted for decades until they didn't. The area was struck with panic when, out of seemingly nowhere, the headless and disemboweled body of a man was found. A tiger, known to be the most vengeful animal in the world, clearly the culprit. The man was 47 years old, Vladimir Markov. So what happened? As it turns out, after some investigation, it came to light that Markov wasn't as innocent as people had initially believed. He was a poacher, and his newest ambitious goal was a Siberian tiger. Unfortunately for Markov, this particular Siberian tiger wasn't just a vicious alpha male, but he had caught it in its prime. And he had committed a grievous crime against it. He stole part of its kill, a wild boar. The tiger saw red. Other than the tracking, the wild boar was apparently the last straw. Now it was Markov's turn to be stalked. The Siberian tiger went on to chillingly track down Markov's cabin with only his scent to go on. This was by no means an implosive response. The tiger held the idea of revenge over a long period of time. As soon as it found the place, the tiger proceeded to wreak havoc, destroying everything in it and everything in sight. Markov was absent from the cabin at the moment, but that wasn't an issue for the tiger. The animal waited anywhere from 12 to 48 hours for the man to return. When he did, it pounced and took its revenge. It believed that the animal killed Markov first before eating him, proving that it was settling their debt first rather than just feeding. 9. Herds of elephants terrorize villages for a fallen one. If there is one animal you can guarantee will never forget either your face or, if you did them wrong, it's the elephant. Towering over nearly all animals in the world, the elephant is hands down the largest animal in the world. It's best not to tick them off. Ticking them off is an understatement for what the Shampua Forest Range in Kionjua, Odisha did in 2011. On July the 12th, around 27 villagers were violently woken up in their sleep. 2 herds made of 16 elephants were attacking the villagers. It's said that one female elephant was leading this rampage of destroying the villagers' homes and crops. This attack wasn't unprovoked. Before the incident, the elephants would wander near the villagers with no consequence on both ends. See, the attack took place on July the 12th. On July the 11th, poachers from the villagers killed a male elephant from the herd, poisoning it. After its death, the poachers took its tusks before making their escape. The herds were looking to avenge their fallen comrade, and avenge them they did. 8. Pack of dogs destroy man's car. You may dismiss dogs as man's best friend. Everyone knows dogs are crazy smart, yet they don't truly believe how much they can hold a grudge, especially if it's for a friend. As rarely as this happens, there have been a few incidents. This is one that was caught on camera. In 2015, in Chongqing, China, a man was looking for an empty space to park his car. When he found a stray dog occupying the spot, he made the violent decision to kick it in order to scare it off. The man never expected that the dog would go home and rally up all his friends. The pack, driven by protectiveness over their friend, came back to the scene and exacted their revenge on the next best thing, the man's car. When the man arrived at his car the next morning, he was overwhelmed by the extensive damage inflicted on it, mainly in the form of bite marks. His neighbour pulled up the security footage and found the culprits. It's safe to say, this man would think twice before mistreating an animal again. Before we get on with one case of why you shouldn't use animals as props in shows, just hit the like button to fully support us. 7. Cobra bites singer who uses it as a prop. When are people going to learn that using animals, never mind venomous animals, as props in shows is a disaster waiting to happen? The mistake was made by Indonesian pop star Irma Blue, who regularly uses cobras, pythons, and other types of snakes as props. Before her death, Blue was known in the Karawang area of West Java province for her snake dance moves, which is called goyang ola in Indonesia. Usually her shows involved singing with a snake that belonged to the snake handler with its mouth duct taped. One day she stepped on stage and the cobra's mouth was duct taped as usual. According to one of the audience members, in the middle of the second song, Irma stepped on the snake's tail. The snake then bit Irma in her thigh. It took 45 minutes for the venom to set in. Right on stage, Buell started to vomit and seizure up. She was rushed to hospital, but it was too late to administer antivenom. 6. Octopus takes continuous revenge on women. If dogs are crazy smart, octopuses are wicked smart. Octopuses are known to not just have a high IQ, but for being capable of solving puzzles, having unique personalities, escaping from nearly every containment you put them in, and for being capable of holding a serious grudge. Truman the octopus is a testament to that. Truman used to live at the New England Aquarium in Boston, Massachusetts. At the aquarium, a particular woman who was a volunteer got on the wrong side of Truman's temper. Every chance he would get, Truman would shoot streams of water at the woman. The woman caught a break when she left for college. When she came back to the aquarium months later, everyone thought Truman would either get over his grudge or completely forget about the woman. During these months, Truman hadn't shot streams of water at anyone. However, as soon as Truman saw the woman, he quickly blasted a stream of water at her. 5. Leopard refuses to leave home. Then we have this animal who refused to leave its home. After numerous attempts of removing it, it finally took its revenge by viciously attacking the woman trying to lure it out. This incident took place in the Lake Nakura National Park in Kenya. Park rangers had been called to relocate a female leopard who was feeding on the community's livestock. The rangers succeeded in capturing it, but the leopard refused to move out of her cage at the back of the pickup truck used to relocate her. Ranger Alexander Rono decided he had a brilliant solution. Why not poke the leopard with a stick until it leaves? The leopard's reaction was immediate, roaring at them and biting aggressively at the stick. She stayed her ground. The real trouble started when the animal seemingly obeyed, but she didn't run off to freedom. She had something more urgent planned. She eerily set her gaze at the vehicle cabin where Alexander was. It was futile to try to roll up the windows. The leopard was too quick and got over half her body in. In the second space, the animal tore at Alexander's face with razor-sharp claws while trying to lunge at his neck. Alexander was able to scare the leopard away, sending it to the forest, but not without injury. He later on said he learned a very painful lesson he will never forget. 4. Skewers attack invasive researchers. Skewers are large seabirds about the size of a herring gull, and they're one of the few birds that live in Antarctica. This means they have evolved with relatively no human interaction or involvement. Believe it or not, this revenge story has proven that despite minimal human interaction, skewers can easily remember specific human faces and will attack those they perceive as a threat, as well as let go of those who aren't. This fascinating fact came to light in 2014 and 2015 when a group of Korean scientists based on King George Island embarked on a journey where they studied the birds' nests, chicks, and eggs. The skewers didn't welcome the study. Their temper eventually escalated. Whenever the researchers got close to their nests, they started attacking to put a halt to the invasion. The researchers saw this as an opportunity to test the birds' intelligence. The next time they visited the nests, only 2 researchers went, one that they had visited the nest before and another who had never been. Upon getting close to the nests, the 2 split off in different directions. 3. Herd rushes hunters. You know by now that elephants never forget those who have wronged them, but imagine committing the atrocity right in front of them. It may be the last mistake you ever make. When hunters took aim at a lonesome elephant, he didn't think much of the herd of young and old elephants walking back. After he shot the elephants, according to his friend, right between the eyes, the open fire got the attention of the herd. The majestic animals started rushing toward the hunter, making him immediately regret his action and run away. 2. Crows attack man every time he steps out. This is the only case in our list today where the human is actually innocent. When Shiva Kuat, a daily wage earner by profession in Madhya Pradesh, tried to rescue a stuck cow chick and had it die in its hands, he never expected to have the crime pinned on him. He would later tell media sources that he was only trying to help. However, following this, every time he steps out of his home, a fleet of swooping crows descends upon him with unadulterated rage. The crows believed themselves to be exacting revenge for their fallen little one. It got to the point that now a scared Kuat started carrying around a stick to shoo off the crows, but he's careful not to attack more crows in case he further angers them. 1. Tigress tracks man for 900 feet. Never taunt an animal, never mind a tigress, an animal that is notoriously known for being vengeful. 3 men, Paul and Cobra Daliwa and Carlos Sousa, decided the rules didn't apply to them. This confession came to light long after the revenge took place. It was Paul who confessed to taunting, yelling and waving at the deadly animal. The tigress in question is called Tatiana, and she lives in relative peace in her enclosure at the San Francisco Zoo before the incident occurred. As it turns out, she was choosing to stay at the zoo. As soon as she had motive, on December 25, 2007, she easily broke out. Her first victim was Cobra. Sousa tried to rescue his friend by distracting her. Tatiana's attention was turned to him or right, resulting in a fatal attack. Tatiana still had her brand of justice waiting to be rolled out. As Cobra escaped, he left a blood trail which she followed for over 900 feet. That was all for today, guys. Let us know in the comments which of these animals and their forms of justice, which story caught your attention the most. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep creating videos for you. Till the next one.